Besides reading, one of the big challenges people with dyslexia face is following directions and keeping the steps of those directions in the correct order. Many dyslexics have been called stupid for not being able to follow instructions, particularly written instructions. The problem is not related to intelligence in any way. In fact, dyslexics have the same distribution of different levels of intelligence as the general population. What then is the problem with dyslexia and following directions? The part of the dyslexic brain that provides short-term memory has been reassigned to other tasks. Those other tasks can provide great talents like seeing complicated problems from a unique perspective and developing highly unique and effective ways of solving those complex problems. But that memory reassignment means that the first couple of steps of a procedure are easily overridden by the later steps. So, when it comes to remembering how to start the process, the first step or steps are not available, and the later steps themselves may or may not be available because they may have been placed into memory and then erased themselves. The brain tries to use the smaller short-term memory available to it, but that can lead to a mess of jumbled steps. So how does a person with dyslexia deal with this problem? For many dyslexics, the answer is to change the learning mode. Instead of written directions, watching a video of the process can really help. Different parts of the brain are used to process the visual information of a video. This bypasses the smaller amount of short-term memory and can really help the dyslexic understand and correctly perform the process or procedure. Plus, the video can be rewound and watched again, so the more challenging parts are reinforced and more easily understood. Asking a knowledgeable person to demonstrate the process while the person with dyslexia is watching can be helpful because this also uses visual processing. Another learning mode is to listen to someone describing the steps of the process. The audio processing areas of the brain are used more heavily in this situation than short-term memory. Many people with dyslexia find they can more easily understand even the most complicated process if they listen to a description of it instead of reading it in print. Some dyslexics find it valuable to associate a specific picture with each step of the process. They might sketch the picture for each step on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard. The physical ordering of the pictures can make it easier for these folks with dyslexia to understand each step and the order in which they must be done. Following step-by-step instructions can be a challenge for people with dyslexia. Changing the learning mode, as we have discussed, can go a long way in helping dyslexics overcome this challenge.